guys, what's up? Killjoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have an insane clown posse of Pennywise, the killer clowns from outer space, and Art. Wouldn't that be a weird sounding band? Look at this graph! Today I'm going to talk about one of these clowns who's actually getting a sequel sometime soon. But before we get into that, I'm gonna need you guys to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Alright, now let's get into it. Since 2016, Terrifier has become somewhat of a cult classic. People really like the idea of having a new franchise that kind of goes back to the 1980s simple formula of a slasher. Just create a really cool horror villain and then just have him have these really cool and gruesome kills done with practical effects. And that is what this movie does really well and literally nothing else. A lot of the people that don't like this movie don't like the fact that there's not really a plot, Art doesn't really have a motive, there are some scenes that seem a little cheap, but overall if you're just looking for a film with some good kills, 1980s slasher formula, and just gruesome practical effects, this film is for you. And if this film is for you, they're making a sequel. How exciting is that? I personally really liked it, and I'm kind of glad that they're making a sequel to it. Some of the more recent news from Terrifier 2 is that Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp has just joined the cast. I'm not really sure what her character is going to be or what, but she's a pretty awesome lady. She loves the horror genre in general, and she does a very good job in that first Sleepaway Camp movie. Highly recommend that if you haven't seen it. Some weird ass dialogue in that film. So back when filming began for Terrifier 2 in October, David Howard Thornton posted a picture on Instagram of himself dressed up as Art the Clown, and he's standing in front of what kind of looks like some kind of crazy Ferris wheel looking thing with a bunch of Skittles around it. The f***, those are Skittles, man. It appears to be some kind of like chess-like looking pieces with a bunch of numbers on them. Maybe he's gonna get into some like Saw games or something in this new film and I don't know, start selecting people to rip their heads off and slice them in half from the genitals. Hey, who knows? That's the kind of thing this guy does. I'm not judging. Thornton also posted a picture with Millie Shapiro, who was the little girl from Hereditary. So if she's joining the cast, then I am definitely on board. Hereditary is one of my favorite horror movies, if you didn't already know that. The caption for that picture is, "We were honored to have the talented Millie Shapiro and Eliza Holland Midore visit set yesterday." I probably pronounced that last name very terribly. I'm sorry about that. So why was she visiting the set? Is she being recruited to be on the set of this film? The recent description posted from IMDB, which, by the way, I don't trust their sources. I'd like to apologize about in the Insidious video. One of those pictures that I posted was from another film that they just happened to put on the Insidious 5 IMDB page, so I don't know how reliable they are. I'm just saying, I'm just putting that out there before this, but I am going to read this description. After being resurrected by a sinister entity, Art the Clown returns to Miles County where he must hunt down and destroy a teenage girl and her younger brother on Halloween nights. Not just kill them, destroy them. So my guess is Felissa Rose is probably going to be the mother of these two people who I'm not really sure from the cast list who they could be. Also on the cast list, there's a bunch of people who are listed as different jobs at a nightclub, so maybe there's gonna be a scene where Art the Clown just walks into a nightclub and just starts slaughtering people. I love when you get to see a scene of like a slasher just going at like 4 or 5 different people, just like just bloodbath everywhere, just going John Wick on these people. What I'm really excited about though, for the most part, is that this film is going to have a higher budget. And where the first Terrifier kind of had some lacking because it didn't have enough money, I think this film is going to destroy because it'll have money. It's got an awesome cast list so far. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I'm very excited for this next film. I think it's going to be even better than the original. Thank you so much for watching my video on Terrifier 2. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Follow me on Twitter at KilljoyJake1 and now on Instagram at Killjoy_Jake. What do you guys want me to talk about? If you're feeling like there's something I'm missing out on, I'm not talking about, just tweet at me or send me a message on Instagram. I'll definitely check it out and I'll probably make a video about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video again, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.